What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Now, because you are smashing up the likes, does not necessarily mean you are in agreement with what's being said. It's just that you are showing your appreciation for me taking out time of my valuable schedule to bring you this important news and information. Oh man, and is this an important one here? Also, fam, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe, click that little bell next to your subscribe button so you can get your notifications. This way, you don't miss any of my broadcasts, fam. Let me tell you something. If you have not subscribed yet, you may as well go ahead and get it out of the way because it's only going to get better. You did? Make sure you get you some of that gear. You appreciate what I'm doing on this channel? Get you some gear, fam. Click on that one of those links and get you some gear from my shop. Get some of that No More Talk gear, some cool stuff, whatever. When you click that subscribe button and you click that bell right next to the subscribe button to get your notifications, make sure you select all notifications, otherwise you may not get any. I'm gonna go in on this topic, then I'll come back to the chats. Make sure, again, fam, that you let me know what city, what state you're coming in from, and if you're outside of the US, let me know what country you represent. So for a long time, this idea of Asian countries participating in selling or consuming pet food, pets as food, has been a major topic of discussion, especially in the US. You start talking about how in North Korea, people eat dogs. Some people eat dogs, and in other parts of Asia, people eat dogs and cats and other things that people in the US don't eat. And so now this is a big deal right here. North Koreans have been ordered to hand over decadent and bourgeois pet dogs for restaurant meat. And this is in the wake of the country being rocked by food shortages. Their president declared that pet dogs are a symbol of capitalist decadence and ordered the dogs in Pyongyang be rounded up, and owners are fearful that their beloved pets are being used to solve the nation's food shortages. I don't know why they have to fear that. I mean, that's what's happening. Their dictator, Kim Jong-un, straight up said, hey, owning a pet is now against the law. Owning a pet is now against the law. Denouncing having a dog, he denounced having a dog at home as tainted, as a tainted trend of bourgeois ideology. A tainted trend. Can you imagine something like that happening in the US? Where people had to give up their dogs? You know how a lot of people compare their dogs to their children. They say dogs are a part of their extended family. They are family, and some people love their dogs more than they love human beings. Can you imagine people in the US having to give up their dogs? And then, some people, they got intimate relationships with dogs. They use dogs for like comfort, like real, like romantic comfort. Oh man, I don't think something like that would work in the US. For it to work, they'd have to kill a lot of people. I guess it could eventually work, but the government would have to be willing to take out a sizable amount of the population. And people in America would lose their absolute minds. And can you imagine something like that? Man. Now, in the US, I can tell you about my experience at eating at Asian restaurants. I have eaten at a number of Asian restaurants, and I was suspicious. I ain't have any proof. Never could get proof. I've even seen videos of a guy who filmed these Asian people taking dogs, like dogs out of trucks, the back of trucks, and taking them into the restaurants. These dogs were like already scanned, and they was taking them into the restaurants. But one day I was eating with my son, went to this restaurant after I picked him up from school. Go in this restaurant, I ordered something with chicken in it. And I'm eating it, I'm like, I bit into it, I was like, man, this don't taste like chicken. And it don't look like chicken. Like, chicken has a certain texture. I've been eating chicken all my life. I'm pretty much a chicken expert. I know what chicken looks like. Now, if you put a certain seasoning on anything, like certain chicken or whatever they was doing, you got sauces and stuff like that, perhaps you can't really tell, but when you look at the texture, so I looked at the texture of it, and the texture reminded me of like a brisket. You know how brisket had those layers? It was like that, like little strip layers. And I was like, man, I went up to the counter to say, man, this is not chicken. And so he played dumb, of course. And I asked for a refund. We left, I never returned. And I will not say that I have stopped eating at Asian restaurants altogether. I have not done that. But I don't order chicken. Anytime if I order something from one of those restaurants, I will order, I'll order something with shrimp in it. No beef, no chicken, period. Now, I know some people will say, oh man, well, that sounds racist. First of all, I can't be a racist in the United States of America, I'm a black man. But other than that, no, this is facts. I mean, if you're talking about facts, I mean, we got to be clear about facts, and somebody just judging somebody based on their pigmentation. No, these are facts. That was not chicken. That's facts. The fact is that was at an Asian restaurant. The fact is that I've been to other Asian restaurants, and the fact is I've seen that same type of texture, okay? So these are facts. It's like somebody calling out the US government and somebody calling them racist because 90% of all people in Congress are white, calling somebody a racist because they call out the police department because it seems like the white guys, the white cops are the only one that really can't get it right, that they seem like they're the only ones that really shook when they're dealing with black folks. It seems like that they're the ones who are like primarily like just gunning down innocent black people. You can't call somebody a racist because they call that out. That's a fact, right? It's not some type of preconceived notion, some type of conscious bias. You dig what I'm saying? But anyway, back on track. Yeah, North Korea. Some people in America, they can't even imagine living in North Korea. It's like, that's just the worst place ever. And I just wonder, what are they gonna do? What can the people do? This is a dictatorship country. What can the people do? It ain't like they can send in the Peter SWAT team. Try that in North Korea. There will not be a Peter. Peter gonna be, Peter gonna be, Peter gonna get exterminated like immediately. But that is crazy, man. They are making people give up their pets so that they could actually take their pets and slaughter them and serve them to people. Now, this is this, but okay, but what would you rather them do if there's a food shortage? Would you rather eat people or animals? You got to eat something. Some people say, well, you don't need to be eating animals, period. You know, people can survive off not eating animals. I think that's true for the most part. People can survive. So, but what if they just don't want to eat the plants? They don't want to have a plant-based diet. They want to eat meat. Would you rather eat an animal or a person? Here's something to consider. In the US, people eat cows, they eat alligator, chickens, they eat lamb, people eat pigs, turkeys. People eat all kinds of things, right? Now, if people can eat cow and be okay with it, in America, if Americans can eat cow and be okay with it, and nobody's tripping on people eating cows, why are people tripping on people eating dogs? Culturally, it's accepted. It's as simple as that. If we had been eating dogs for the last, 200-300 years in America, 400 years in America, this wouldn't even be a story. See, all of this stuff is all about culture. And, in our culture, the idea of eating a dog is disgusting. It's totally disgusting. Well, in some cultures, the idea of eating a cow is totally disgusting. The idea of eating a chicken is totally disgusting. Something to think about. Going into the comments. Isabel says it's just racism. The animals we eat here in America are just as disgusting, kind of hypocritical to judge what others eat. Who said that? Yakunin said that. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm talking about right there. Is it really that bad that they're eating dogs in North Korea? If you're the type of person that's objecting just because it's a dog. Now there are some people in America that say you shouldn't be eating any animals, and so all of it is disgusting. Eating cows and chickens and alligators and turtle meat and all this stuff is equally disgusting. But some people in America are okay with people eating pigs and chickens and turkeys and stuff, but they got a problem with somebody eating a dog. All of it, they're all animals, right? D&J, yeah, pig guts. Yeah, people in America eat pig guts. Like, you know what I think it is, fam? I think it's to a large degree America's arrogance. America thinks the world revolves around it. America thinks the world ends and begins and ends with America. They think the world begins and ends with America. Like, it is hypocritical. If you say there's a problem with animals, I get it. I got a problem with anybody eating animals. I get it. But why you can eat these animals, but you can't eat these animals? How much sense does that make? You know, is that hypocritical? You know, it's like somebody saying, well, why do I have to? I, I think you should be nice to these people, you know, but you should not be nice to these people. I mean, I'm talking about based on uh, prejudging someone, based on prejudging people, not knowing anything about their character, whatever. Just, I think we should be nicer to these people and treat them fairly, but we're going to treat these people unfairly, strictly based on their background or the color of their skin. We're going to treat them unequal. Same thing here, right? Rob, I hear you. I get your sarcasm, Rob. Curry goat is delicious. It's hard to miss anything curry, right? Curry is just, especially if somebody knows what they're doing with the curry sauce. Dion Truth says, it's the doggy dog world. Tamala Lowry says, I'm not giving up my pet. That's my baby. Man, it'd be World War III, boy, around this bad boy if they try to make people in America give up those pets. Leonard Green says, you are what you eat. DNR fish with scales. Reppin' Magazine says, I don't eat out anymore. Yeah, let's see some more comments over here. Somebody said, this is barbaric and disgusting. Looks like their leader has never missed a meal in his life. Okay, let's take a poll. Who y'all think worst, Trump or Kim Jong-un? Kim Jong-un, who you think is worst? The worst president? You know, Trump looks up to him. Let's see. Let me see. Can I start a poll on here? I think I can. Where's the poll information? Um, poll. Where is that poll? Let's see. Yep, I think I got it. Is that it? That's not it. Only channel members may da. Only channel members may send messages. That's not it. Where's the poll? Okay, I'm gonna have to figure that out later. I'll figure it out later. Channel username. Let's see. What up, Lord Footage? What was that? Micaiah? It's a tough name right there. $1 Million Car Club, Sherry Peets. Somebody said Trump is the worst. Was that Quella Chi? Says Kim is only worse because his country has completely surrendered to the BS. However, when I look at the sea of masked faces in America, we are on our way to being the same scared robots. Shit, I think we're already there. Mr. Five says Kim's going to win by a landslide. We're talking about who's worse, Trump or Kim Jong-un, North Korea's president. Chief Red Wolf says, we all have ate dog, cat, and rat meat. If you ate Chinese food before. Oh, man. Trisha Dilliard. Sandra Anderson. No, actually, that's Sandra Alexander. Kelly Kale. Queen Jones says, if it was a food shortage, your dog would eat you. Huh. Kenneth Yarbrough says, if I had to survive, I'd eat a mother effer from the rooter to the tutor. Oh, man. New Day says, I like salmon. I like salmon too. I probably eat it a couple of times a week. John Redden says, it's not hypocritical. A dog is a man's best friend. People please. Who says who? My best friend name is Ronald Hopes. He's not a dog, he's a human being. It's a man. Yeah, I think all of that is subjective. Ebony Bames, no, that's Barnes. Ebony Barnes, what's up, Ebony? Strawberry Rain, Joss Star Time. If you're just joining, fam, we're talking about North Korea ordering its residents to give up, ordering its citizens to give up their dogs to restaurants to fight the food shortage. What they gonna do when they get rid of all the dogs? Like, what if they ate all the dogs? Like every single dog got ate. Then what? What if it's still a food shortage? Now, these shortages are a result of not just coronavirus, the coronavirus pandemic slowing down everything, but also it's a result of North Korea's sanctions that have been levied against them. So they're feeling it. They're feeling it. See, there are really some. I see like earlier I was just checking out some comments, and I was seeing a lot of people saying stuff like the country is barbaric, it's despicable. But here's the thing: it's people in North Korea who thinks America is despicable. Like they see the stuff that's going on in America, and they think America is despicable and disgusting. There you have it, fam. I'll keep the discussion going. I just wanted to drop that real quick on y'all. We'll keep the discussion going in the chat. I'm gonna shut it down. Continue to leave your comments and engage. Until next time, fam, no more talk.